I posted some fire nudes for you. Please no share. And this is someone that you're talking to that is 14 years old.
A user posted some scenes of a 14-year-old character named Violet from the movie Incredibles. Ava replied saying, "Low-key, she's cute."
Oh boy, here we go again. Bro, seriously, how many YouTubers or YouTube associates is it gonna take until something is done about this? It literally seems like a weekly occurrence at this point where someone from my childhood who I used to watch for ages turns out to be weird as hell, or at least is alleged to be. So on today's episode of Famous YouTuber Might Actually Be a Kitty Fiddler, we have Kris Tyson or Ava Tyson or whatever the hell he or she calls herself. Now I haven't been keeping up with the whole Kris Tyson thing and what pronouns he or she uses, so for the sake of today's video guys, I'm just gonna say that it's Kris Tyson and it's a boy. It's not because I hate whatever, it's just what I'm familiar with. I don't know what gender Kris is anymore, bro, I'm sorry, alright, I haven't been keeping up. But anyway, there was a video by a guy called Adrox called "This Video Will Make You Hate Kris Tyson," and to be honest, at first, because of the thumbnail, I genuinely thought this was a Sunny V2 video, but no, it's actually a completely separate guy. I guess you could say this guy's Sunny V3 though. I mean, this title and thumbnail is literally exactly a Sunny V2 video. But anyway, this isn't to hate on Adrox at all. That's just something that I pointed out. And also on top of this Adrox video, whatever his name is, we have another video which we found out only about a day later, which was literally a few hours ago to right now, alleging that Kris Tyson has also been talking to minors as well. We're going to be taking a look at this Adrox video first, which has some pretty crazy things in it, and then we're going to go on to see what Kris Tyson has allegedly been messaging to minors, which is pretty crazy as well. So anyway, let's watch this and let's see what Kris Tyson has allegedly been up to.
Before starting this video, I want everyone to understand two things. First of all is drawings. Japanese manga that is explicit and involves cartoon characters. It's focused on characters and plots depicting underage girls. Now, I think it's clear enough for anyone to understand what it means if a real person draws or likes drawings. The second thing is, I will not make up anything or accuse anyone. I will only show some disgusting and unbelievable things Kris has done, along with proof. But now you're probably thinking, what in the world does Kris have to do with all of this? To say the least, you're wrong and right at the same time. However, there's a very sketchy personality involved in this story, also known as Shadman.
Okay, so to start this off, pretty much Kris, I can only assume, was getting involved with this lolly art, which again, like this guy Adrox said, is underage cartoon drawings, which is obviously disgusting. So let's see what Kris allegedly did again.
Shadman was a normal guy until he decided to attend an art university in Switzerland to pursue his passion for art. However, shortly after, he was expelled when some of his artwork was discovered to be illegal, even considered a danger to society. But something more extreme was about to happen. He launched his own website, and that's when his talented artwork came to light. In 2011, he did a very disgusting and unexpected thing. He released art of his own mother.
Okay, bro, what? So right off the bat, this guy is just a complete weirdo, right? Like seriously, how psychotic do you have to be to do art like this of your own mother? Like damn bro, that makes me even sick just thinking about it, like that's horrible. You're probably wondering now how this relates to Kris Tyson, and we will get to that part, but this guy Shadman, first of all, is a very important part of this story.
Someone will tweet on November 8th, 2016, asking Shadman to draw Keemstar's daughter, who was 7 years old at the time, doing inappropriate things with Donald Trump. Shadman will respond by saying that if Trump wins the election, he will deliver it. And as we know, Trump wins, and as promised, Shadman will post drawings of her in an unusual manner. As if this wasn't enough, he'll later release a drawing of her giving head to Donald Trump.
Bro, like, what the hell is this crap? This reminds me very similarly to all the Dream Rule 34 crap that was going around when Dream was at his peak. I mean, there was a point where artists would literally make some of the craziest stuff with like Tommy in it doing weird things with George Not Found, Dream, and all sorts. And this is when Tommy was under the age of 18, by the way. It was completely unacceptable and everyone obviously condemned it. And I mean, to do this about Keemstar's 7-year-old daughter, like, I'm pretty sure that's just criminal. Like that has to be illegal, right? There's no way you can legally do something like that. Like, I'd be absolutely horrified if that was my daughter and, you know, someone did that to me. Bro, I couldn't imagine how Keemstar would be feeling about that. And one thing I gotta ask is, like, how does someone with this much talent end up being this much of a loser? This guy Shadman is clearly talented, right? I mean, hell, I can't make art like this. The quality of these images actually look pretty good. But bro, if you just did art about absolutely anything else in the world, there are probably tons of big YouTubers that could use you for thumbnails and people would pay good money for this art, bro. I'll tell you what, if I was making thumbnails like that, I'd be paying good money for you to do actual thumbnails. But instead you decide to be a complete weirdo creep and do stuff like this on Twitter. Like, bro, it's always the people with the most talent that turn out to be crazy.
On January 24th, 2017, he posted a picture of Daphne Keane, referring to her as a real-life Shockingly, just a few days later, he began posting drawings depicting her being severely molested. What makes this even more disturbing is that she was only 12 years old at the time.
Okay, I'm gonna stop pausing it so much, but like, what the actual hell is this? I'm not trying to swear because YouTube is probably gonna demonetize me if I do, but goddamn, I seriously cannot see how any normal human thinks that this stuff is okay. That's a bit of foreshadowing, by the way, for when Kris Tyson joins this conversation.
But aside from all that, a new question arises. How are Ava and Shadman linked? Well, the answer to this is another drawing by Shadman. It depicts a young girl wearing a "Please be patient, I have autism" cap, pointing a gun at her mouth. She has a fidget spinner as an earring and a spade tattoo on her thigh that says BBC, which we all know what it means. On November 18th, 2017, Ava responded to a tweet from Grande and Mr. Beast stating, "This is coming from a guy who owns a Shad-based drawing and has it as a centerpiece in his living room." Just some time later, they also posted the exact same drawing laid on the floor with the caption, "Bonus fidget spinners to throw some extra autism." Initially, it seems Kris was being sarcastic because this tweet came after Shadman had drawn all those disgusting images. However, something messy was going on behind the scenes. In this Mr. Beast video, you'll notice a very familiar thing at the 9 minutes and 30-second timestamp. From what I believe, keeping illegal art in the bedroom isn't normal at all.
Alright, bro, that is just crazy. And yes, if you actually go to that video, this thing is on the wall. Like, Adrox was not joking about this. Like, bro, why the hell is that up there, Kris? Please tell me, bro. If this guy Kris was joking about that poster on Twitter, then it shouldn't be on the damn wall displayed in a Mr. Beast video. Already this isn't looking great for Kris, bro, but let's just continue this.
Yet this is nothing in comparison to the next incidents. On April 16th, 2018, Ava replied under a deleted Shadman post saying, "No Beast Boy trap, Shad? You've changed." Basically, Ava was asking Shadman to draw art of Beast Boy, as Beast Boy was shown at different ages in the show. We can't say anything for certain, but that doesn't mean the tweet wasn't strange. Though we definitely can't say the same about the next tweet. On January 17th, 2018, a person tweeted saying, "Remember this growing up? Me too. Check it out at Shadbase," featuring a photo of the 4-year-old cartoon character Caillou with his mother. Obviously, we know Shadbase is a website with very disgusting content involving children and comic book characters, and the tweet clearly referenced that. But instead of opposing it, Kris joined in and replied, "Help, I need an adult." I don't think there's any need to explain how crazy this stuff is.
Alright, bro, it's time to go. You gotta pack it up. You gotta leave, Kris, bro. Nah, this is crazy. If this is all true, of course. Allegedly, guys. Allegedly. I gotta keep saying that so I don't get into trouble. These are all allegations. Now, look, I really don't know what to think about all this so far. Kris could have not known that this guy Shadman was actually a complete creep if he didn't see all the stuff that he created over the years. But I mean, I feel like with someone like Shadman, who is pretty popular, it seems like, it's kinda hard to miss that. This guy Shadman is obviously a complete weirdo, but to be honest, if you had any doubt about Kris, just watch this next bit, bro. This is terrible.
Maybelle and Dipper are 12-year-old siblings from a show called Gravity Falls. On July 14th, 2017, a user tweeted comics of these characters kissing. Ava replied, "They're twins, so at this point, it's just right?"
Christopher, that's a little weird, my guy. I don't know about you, but if something like this stumbled across my Twitter feed, I feel like I'd be deleting and reporting it immediately. I don't think it needs to be explained how something like that is absolutely terrible. What we need to be explained though is why the hell is Kris interacting with stuff like this on Twitter? So obviously all the tweets we're looking at right now, and by the way, there is so much more to cover. This, what I've explained so far, isn't even the beginning of it. But anyway, so all the tweets we're going to be looking at today are 100% real. Like, we can't deny that. All of this stuff has been archived for years, right? However, what I want to see is Kris actually respond to this and actually explain what the hell is going on here. Because, I mean, this is already looking really bad.
A user posted some scenes of a 14-year-old character named Violet from the movie Incredibles. Ava replied saying, "Low-key, she's cute." The fact that Violet was 14 and Ava was a grown adult makes this even worse. The surprising part is that Ava wasn't just reacting to Shadman's work. They were friends or knew each other, to say the least. On April 16th, 2019, Ava will post a clip from their livestream where they accidentally visited Shadman's website. What's even weirder is that they gave him a shout out stating, "Shout out to Shadbase for having safe for work drawings today." I accidentally put up his website on stream. However, if you still think this is a coincidence, the next incident will definitely change your mind. On January 25th, 2019, Shadman posted a picture of a character called Raftalia from the Rising of the Shield Hero. There are two versions of her in the show. In one, she is 17, and in the other, she's 10. Shadman posted the 10-year-old version stating, "What is this and why do people keep sending me this?" Ava replied underneath saying, "Please Shad, please." I believe everyone understands what this means.
Bro, like, seriously, what on earth is this, bro? Kris, we need answers, mate, and we're gonna need them soon. This is not normal human behavior. This is not something a normal human wakes up and comments on these type of Twitter accounts. Now, the argument is still out there that Kris may not have known about Shadman being a complete weirdo, creep, loser, but I mean, again, bro, somehow this keeps getting worse.
On January 24th, 2020, a user named Arthur replied to Ava with a photo of a The story behind this image is that there are two versions of the image, one with the girl clothed and the other without, and the post was liked by Ava. These were just the incidents that had proofs or were recorded before they deleted everything. One of the tweets, which wasn't clear or was out of context, said, "Nothing gets my knob cranking like some."
Alright, bro, that's gotta be crazy. Good luck to bro to try beat these allegations because it seriously ain't looking good. Okay, but seriously, bro, though, on a real note, I know this is all pretty cooked, and I know watching this video you might think this is terrible, which, I mean, it is, but I do say this every time there are allegations. Let's wait to hear the other side, seriously. I don't know, you don't know, and we don't know what Kris has to say about all this. Maybe in some crazy world there's a reason for all these tweets, but it's best to actually wait for both sides before jumping to conclusions, even if things are crazy like this. But now, boys, this gets a whole lot worse. If those allegations weren't enough for you, about 24 hours later, this video was discovered. Kris Tyson talked inappropriately with a 13-year-old. Oh god, here we go. Kinda sounds like someone familiar. Now, this video is super long, and I've watched the whole thing to give you guys a shortened version right here. But to give this a little bit of background context, right? Mr. Beast did a gaming video, and an at the time 13-year-old kid won the contest. Now, after we run this contest, him and Kris Tyson started talking for some reason on Discord. There was a whole lot of silly conversations that they had, which honestly just seems kind of harmless, and I don't really feel like I need to cover because it's not really that bad, I don't think. But on Twitter, this was a thread that I just could not skip past at all.
And what is he, what are you saying here? So, you post something that says, "Guys, we are so close to our goal. Oh my god, one more Patreon and I'm releasing my nudes." And of course, this is some poorly made joke. I've seen these kinds of jokes online before where it says, "Oh, if this post gets one like, I'll kill myself," and then the person likes it. It's, you know, this kind of joke. It says a goal of $3. I want to see if anyone is dumb enough to give me money. But of course, it's only you and this other guy in this Twitter thread, and this is the part I have a problem with. This isn't a group chat. This is literally just him and this other guy that he's been talking to and that he's friends with online. He says, Lava says, "I'm your first Patreon, big boy." Now keep in mind, Kris Tyson, he was born July 1996, so he would have been 22 years old at the time, or around that age. And you have this guy who was born in November 12, 2003, he would have been 14. And of course, here he is, "I'm your first Patreon, big boy," which he's calling him big boy. And he shows that he donated some money. He donated like $1 or something, so it's not enough to meet the goal. And he says, "But not $5, pathetic, just kidding, kissy face."
Again, Christopher, this is awfully suspicious. I think you might be the imposter, Christopher. Okay, mind my terrible humor in such a serious situation, but bro, like, this is starting to get really bad. Mixing these allegations right here in with the first video that I just reacted to kinda isn't a great mix, I must admit. I mean, bro, there's so much more to this right now, but right off the bat, why are you talking to a minor like this on Twitter with the kissy face emoji or whatever? And I know Kris will probably just look at this and say, say, oh yeah, but I was joking, yeah, no, we were just playing around, it was just a bit of fun. But nah, bro, you ain't getting away with that excuse. Predators use that excuse all the time, bro. That's what Dr. Disrespect tried to say. That's what Predators on Chris Hansen tried to say. God, there's a lot of Chris's in this video. But seriously, bro, for those thinking that this is a joke, that is the oldest line in the book for Predators to use. It ain't a joke, bro. This is a minor.
He says, wait till my Twitch revenue comes in, winky face. So you're sending kissy faces, he's sending you a winky face, and the premise is you're trying to give him enough money so you can get his nudes. Already really weird, considering the fact that this is one of your online friends and this massive age difference. And of course, it continues. He says, check again, and he tags you, I think. At least that must be you, or he's tagging you. And of course, he says, I posted some fire nudes for you. Please no share.
Kris. Now, I need to keep reiterating that I'm not taking this as 100% proof or whatever. Nothing is confirmed yet. These are just screenshots. But so far, this ain't looking good, my guy. This is seriously looking bad. The hole is getting deeper and deeper, and I seriously don't see how we can get out of this one. Because, I mean, what response can defend everything we've looked at so far? Plus the further stuff that I'm going to talk about more in depth right now. And for those that are still stubborn and somehow think that this isn't that bad, this is literally an actual crime. Like, I hope you guys know that. Even if Kris didn't send this guy anything 18 plus, you can't talk to a minor about this stuff. That is illegal, no matter what.
But the kind of Snapchats that you're sending, this is the Snapchat that you sent. He said, I get weird snap from Kris. And it's a picture of him making a weird face next to an American flag, and it says, coming for America.
Oh my god, bro, that is wild. Okay, look, it is really easy to fake Snapchat screenshots, and especially adding captions on photos like this. I mean, this can be so easily faked. But I mean, then again, if this is real, like, that is something crazy to be sending to someone that's 14. Definitely not something you'd want to be caught sending to someone who is 8 years younger than you and in high school. But yeah, look, that video that I've just watched, I'll probably link in the description, and you can go watch the whole thing if you want more context on what's actually going on. But what I've just shown you are like the main things of that video, and you know, the main part of these allegations, which are pretty insane. So yeah, anyway, I'm done with this whole Kris Tyson thing. I can't wait to see his or her response or whatever. But yeah, click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.